We need to check that 29 car.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here live at Charlotte with the Street Stocks. A little bit of oval racing this time. Just got done with the late models at the Roval here at Charlotte. That was a wild one. Once we got it cleaned up, once some of the squirrels got out of the way. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the chat as we are in qualified for WooT. Top 5 going to transfer. Everybody else going to go to a consi or a heat race. Or a heat race. All right, let's go ahead and get everything situated over on the YouTube side. All right, we are looking good over there. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. I see everybody getting out there. Ox says kick Max. Yeah, probably should. Max, you're kicked. Just kidding. Max will probably write that he's DQ'd on his own. All right, let's see if the sound is right over on TikTok. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, I do have to reconnect it. There we go. Should be good over on TikTok. Currently on the poll with the quick time is going to be Ian Martin out there in the number 98. So Ian Martin to the top of the charts here at Charlotte. I just got PPPPP. Ox, thank you for the like, by the way. Appreciate it. As we are starting to get some people up in here. Stewart sitting down against the inside wall. Looks like Roger out there putting down a lap time. Can he put himself up at the top of the charts in that number 76? We're going to find out pretty quick here as he works on his third lap. I'm going to wreck the field. Yeah, if you wreck the field, then you'll probably get reported. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. All right, where's Roger going to put it? Ooh, he's going to be 37th quickest here tonight. JP, thank you for the share. Appreciate it. Send them, boys. Ox over there on TikTok. I could add it, but it really isn't going to make a difference here because very few people are going to be actually matched up with their numbers, but I will go ahead and do my best there. Let's see. All right, we got it there. Actually, let's go ahead and swap that.
Well,
there you go.
That nice Lions guy in the chat is, but I don't know who they are. They're over there talking when you're still fighting.
I was sharing the stream and hit the wall coming. Ah. All right, guys, we're gonna get ready for tonight's races. We got 20 cars getting ready to start heat race number 1.
That too has a nice alliance.
Top 3 gonna transfer here tonight. Top 8, sorry. And it's gonna be Harold Ralph starting on the pole, with Cody starting in the second. Zach Lovelace gonna start in that number 3 spot. Stewart in 4th. Out on the inside of row number 3 is gonna be Chris with Bill Sleep in 6th. Mark Thrash in 7th. Ox gonna start in that number 8 position. Cody and 9th, Jared in 10th. Going to be Austin Smith and 11th, Franklin in 12th. Eric in 13th, Zach Compton in 14th. Going to be Ryan.
Hi, Harold.
And 15th. Brandon 16th. Ryan, another other Ryan 17th. And Clint in that number 20 position. Well, I guess it changed up. We didn't have quite 20 in this one. As these guys pull off the starting grid, going to look for that green flag this time by. We're going to go ahead and shut down the music as it is definitely distracting me a bit. And we are going to get into tonight's race here for heat race number 1. Heat race number 1. Harold, Ralph, and Cody on the front row, looking for that green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Thomas, thank you for the like. Mayo, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. As they come down the back straightaway, going to be Harold and Cody side by side looking for that green flag this time by. Starting to get some people up in here. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Who's it going to be here in heat race number 1? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head towards turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side with Harold and Cody into turn number 1 and 2. Ooh, the 44, Chris, going to slide up the track almost into the door of Stewart. Stewart going to fall back a little bit as they're side by side coming down to turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Transfer spot is going to be Mark Thrash in that number 38. Top 8 going to transfer. We go ahead and put up the heat line. I've been streaming way too long for you to really affect me by saying whatever you want to say down in the chat. As they complete lap number 1, who's going to transfer into tonight's feature? Will these guys survive to the start-finish line? That's going to be the big one here tonight as Harold continues to lead the way. Here comes Zach Lovelace. He finished second in the road race with the late models here early on. Won the championship in the late models. He's looking to take a win here tonight in the number 5 as he's got Stewart on the back bumper as they come out of turn number 4. Harold Ralph going to dig to the outside or on the inside with Cody with a K behind him as they come across the line. Lovelace at the line that time by 2 laps complete, 3 to go. 3 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Brady, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, drag race down the back straightaway. Big push out of Cody for Harold down on the inside as they look for turn number 3 and 4. What's up, Josh Smith? Josh, you found me over on TikTok. What's up, buddy? How do I join this? You just got to shoot me a message. I'll shoot you the Discord link. This is the open session. Plus, we had the supporter league that we normally do every Thursday night, but we got this an open one as we got the pusher pushing the pusher. The 44, Chris, with a phenomenal save. Oh, we got a wreck. Wreck into turn number 1 and 2. Ox and Franklin caught up in that. Oh, they're going to catch the 27. Nope, the 47 late. That is Brandon as we move back up to the front of the pack. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Top 6 have broke away. Who's in the 7th and 8th as they make contact? It's going to be Jared in that final transfer spot with Chris as they come out of turn number 4. Lovelace going to take the lead at the line that time by as he gets a big push from Stewart. White flag is out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Right? That's a first. Oh, Harold's going to get sideways. Cody puts it in the middle. Harold's going to cut across the nose. Cody cuts him a little slack as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Lovelace is going to come down to the bottom lane. Will that be a mistake? We're going to find out as they come out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Lovelace leads the way. Here comes Stewart on the outside. Can't get the run. Lovelace wins heat race number 1. Harold, Stewart, Cody, Mark, Bill Sleep, Jared, and Chris transferring to the feature. What a race for heat race number 1. But Brody, if you shoot me a message, I'll get you the Discord link so you can, we put it up and hosted, but every other week, or every week, normally it is in the supporter league. But let me know, I do put up other races. Just shoot me a message and I will get you that Discord link. All right, heat race number 2. It is going to be Brady, a.k.a. Alfred, starting on the pole. Jeffrey Beck in second. Going to be Justin Morgan in that number 3 spot. Nathan in 4th. Nicholas in 5th. CJ Allman 6th. John Ott in 7th. Chris Phillips is going to start in that number 8 position. Michael in 9th. Shane Haas in 10th. Going to be Alex in that number 11 position. Aaron in 12th. He's got a little bit of work to do with that number 91. Aiden in 13th, Scott Helms in 14th. Going to be David Mayo 15th, Roger 16th, Hunter, Alex, and Greg if they're in there. As we look for the green flag. Hey, Roger. All right, we're going to be looking for the green flag this time by as they come out of into turn number 1. They're going to get them stacked up 2 by 2. We got Brady, Jeff on that front row. Who's it going to be here tonight? All right, they got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for that green flag. Sorry about it. All right, it's getting pretty toxic out there. Might end up having to change things up just a bit. Looks like, is my mic acting funny, guys? All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Green flag is out as they come to the line. Side by side, heading into turn number 1 and 2. Top 8 gonna transfer as Nathan leads the way. He's got CJ Allman on his back bumper as they head into turn number 1 and 2. CJ gonna get pushed up the track as they come out of turn number 2. Brady leads the way on the inside, Justin down low as we got a race heading for turn number 3. Brady leads the way. Justin Morgan on the inside. The 43 and Nicholas gonna get loose. He's gonna slide up into the 45 of Chris Phillips. Chris going to keep it straight as Nicholas is struggling out there a bit as Brady and Nathan battling for the lead as they come to the line. Nathan going to get to the back bumper. Brady is ahead towards turn number 1 and 2. Going to be single. Oh, we got a wreck. Big wreck in the back. It looks like Aaron is caught up in that one. Alex caught up in that one. One more down in the inside wall. It's going to be John Ott as we move back up to the front. Brady leads the way. He's got Nathan on his back bumper as Chris runs on the outside. We got 3 wide behind him. Shane Haas digging on the outside as they come out of 4. As Justin's going to go ahead and bail out of this one. He said that's too much for me as they head towards turn number 1 and 2. All right, just making sure. It seemed like it was picking up. Oh, the 45 loose. Boom. Hard into the wall. Into Shane. The 45 gets loose as they come out of turn number 2. Might have been a little contact with the 43 and the 45. Not quite sure what happened there as Brady leads the way through turn number 3 and 4. Nathan in second. Nicholas third. As they come out of turn number 4, going to be 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Nathan going to make the move for the lead as they head towards turn number 1. Nathan to the point. Here comes Nicholas down low in the number 43. He's going to be all over the back of Nathan as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. They're going to get single file. Brady gets in line. Oh, he takes the number. Oh, that's going to put Nicholas into the outside wall as Nathan leads the way. Brady second, Justin in third, Mayo fourth, Nicholas, Roger, CJ, and Scott Helms looking to transfer through. Back up to the front. Looks like Nicholas is falling out of this one, and the number 43 is falling back to 7th. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He's currently in that number 7 position. Looks like he's going to transfer through. If that motor holds on, Nathan going to take the win here out of turn number 4. Brady's going to get second. Justin, Mayo, Rogers, CJ, Nicholas, Scott Helms are going to transfer through. Aiden, Chris, Aaron, Shane Haas going to the Consi. Poor Shane. All right, so all right, guys, we still got a Consi 5 going from the Consi. All right, top 5 going to transfer from the Consi. This is when it's going to all get crazy here. As there are a bunch of good drivers in this one looking to transfer their way through. Here's the question. Hey, Clint, you going to transfer through here?
I'd like to, but I'm a driver. I'm going to give it a shot, though.
All right, it's going to be Cody starting. Top 5 transfer, top 5. Cody going to start on the pole. Eden in second. Franklin in that number 3 position. Chris Phillips in 4th. Compton going to start in that number 5 position. Langworthy in 6th. Clint in 7th. Shane Haas in 8th. Eric 9th. Alex in 10th. Brandon going to start in that number 11 spot. John Ott in 12th. Ox going to be 13th. Then it's going to be Brian Calhoun rounding out the field in that number 14 position. All right. Who's going to win heat race? Run the C main, the Consi, the LCQ, whatever you want to call it. Janus and say it. That's how it looks. Anthony out there. Is that Anthony? Yeah, 217. Out there saying, go Frank. As they got him stacked up 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. Who's it going to be here in the C main? Who's transferring through? Who is going home? If your favorite's above the blue line, then they are in. If they are below it, they are going home here tonight. We could have a couple big wrecks. This could change hands quite a few times. 6 laps to figure it out. Go Clint Hean. All right. Out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out as they come across the line. Gonna be Aiden out front in that number 68. Side by side, heading for turn number 1 and 2. Chris Phillips trying to race his way in. He had contact, got caught up earlier. As we look around the bubble spot, it is going to be Frank trying to race his way in as they come out of turn number 2. Frank on the bubble spot, top side starting to move as Shane Haas tries to move his way up into this one. Oh, the 58 of Aiden cuts up into Chris. Chris has to back out of it. Chris almost taken out of this one as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Cody down low in the 0-5. Out of turn number 4, coming to the line. A little bit of contact for second. Aiden going to lead lap number 1 as they head towards turn number 1 and 2. Frank Crash Monak for the win. He's in right now in that number 5 spot. It's not the win, but it is a transfer spot as he holds strong on the inside. This is going to get crazy right around that number 5 position as Frank is now out. Now as he battles, oh, we got contact up at the top. Oh, Shane gets turned around. We had a whole lot of pushing the pusher there. Big wreck at the back of the pack. As they come out of turn number 4, coming to the line, it's going to be Aiden continue to lead. Oh, contact. Frank gets caught up. Frank, hold on to it. Hold on to it, Frank. As they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, that is going to push Frank. Oh, Frank takes the toe as they come down the back straightaway. Chris trying to take the lead on the outside. Side by side up at the front as they come out of turn at number 4. It's going to be Aiden going back to the point as they come out of turn number 4, coming to the line halfway through the Consi as Aiden tries to put the block on the top side. He's going to get himself stuck as here comes Compton down low into turn number 1 and 2. Chris Phillips running awful careful here, trying to race his way in. Yeah, that sucked. As they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Aiden trying to block. That might bite him as they're going to be 3 wide for the lead into turn number 3 and 4. Don't count yourselves out right yet. Chris, hold on to it. I don't know what Aiden was thinking. Get on it, Chris. Get on it. As Compton takes the lead. Aaron, Ott, Cody, Chris on that bubble spot. Out of turn number 2 is going to be Compton leading the way. Aaron in second. John Ott, Cody, and Ox now transferred in. Oh, Clint is done. That is unfortunate. I was going to say he might still have a chance here as they come out of turn number 4. Going to be white flag. 1 lap to go. John, thank you for the support. John Ernst out there with the support. Is that like a repeat? I think that's new. I don't think John was supporting before. I don't remember. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2 as Compton leads the way. Aaron looking to the outside as they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Who's it gonna be? Compton down low. Aaron up high. Out of turn number 4. Racing to the line. Drag race as Aaron digs on the outside. Compton gonna take the win. Aaron second. Cody and Ox gonna race their way in. Man, I feel for Chris. He's got taken out twice. I feel for Chris. I definitely feel for you there, Chris. If you jump up over on the Facebook or the YouTube, the link to Discord's in there. It's at MDITV now. Oh, or Cody, if you want to type it in, Cody just put a Discord link in the chat. All right, so we got. I miss having you out there, John. We've been running a lot. Ian's been in the races a lot lately too, which I mean, I know that's a throwback for you. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you. We gotta get you up in these races again. All right, let's go ahead. These guys got a little bit of a warm-up. Guys, you got about 2 minutes. If you want to use the bathroom, grab a beer, grab a water. Go ahead and do it, and we will be racing here again soon. All right, so we got the heat races in. We got the 26 car field set, as it's been a wild one here so far tonight, and it'll probably get a little bit crazier. It isn't open hosted, so it's not all the normal guys, as these guys going to go out on the track and put a couple laps in. Glenn Lee going to put down that first quick time. Noah Martin's out there in the 35. Justin Morgan made the big show here tonight. Who the helms are you? Scott Helms looking like he's going to make... He made the show here tonight. Max out there in the 72. He made the show on qualifying. Lovelace with a good win in his heat race, running the road course. Roger's running the road course. Mark is running the road course. Stewart out on the track, running backwards. I get it. I get it. I get it. Now's the time, slow time for me, because, you know, we got winter time here, you know. It's been a stupid mild winter this year, though. No snow. All right, guys. Closing in on the end of the warm-up. I've got about 5 seconds left, and we are jumping over into tonight's feature. It is going to be... How many laps did I do tonight for? Probably 40. 40 laps here tonight. 40 laps here tonight. As we get set for tonight's feature, who's it going to be? All right, everybody getting lined up. 26 car field, all situated. Let's go ahead and put up tonight's starting grid. Starting on the pole, a familiar name on the channel. It is going to be Ian Martin. Starting in second on the outside row, going to be David Snook. Then we got Glenn Lee starting in that number 3 spot, with Noah Martin starting at 4th. Max going to start in that number 5 position. Zach Lovelace in 6th. Nathan Lyons in 7th. Going to be Harold Ralph starting in that number 8 position. Brady in 9th. Stewart in 10th. Then it's going to be Justin Morgan starting in that number 11 position. Cody Harrelson in 12th. David Mayo in 13th. Then it's going to be Mark Thrash starting in that number 14 position. Roger Pierce 15th. Bill Sleep in 16th. Going to be CJ Allman in that number 17th position. Jared in 18th. Nicholas in 19th. Chris Noblet, am I saying that right? Starting 20th. Scott Helms in 21st. Zach Compton going to finish in that 22nd position. Aaron Langworthy in 23rd. John Ott 24th. Cody 25th. And Ox starting shotgun on the field in that number 26th position. All right, they got them stacked up, stacking them up 2 by 2. I don't think we got any other Canadian here. We don't have another one, Eric. I'm surprised. Usually we get I'm surprised Rob isn't in here. A couple guys I'm surprised didn't make it tonight. All right, looking for that green flag this time by. And just a reminder, the start is on green. No jumping out of line until you pass the start-finish line. All restarts will be on leader after this. So this start will be on green. The rest will be on leader. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Ian Martin and David Snook on the front row. Looking for that green flag out of turn 4. Who's it going to be? Green flag is out as they come to the start-finish line. Side by side, heading for turn number 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of contact there as Nathan's going to move Max up the track. Max going to slide up into that second lane. Harold's going to give him the room. A little bit of chaotic back through here as Brady going to dive up through the field as Max goes to the high side. He's going to move to the back and babysit. CJ's going to jump down to the apron. Down the back straightaway, heading for turn to number 3 as Glenn Lee going to take it on the bottom. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead on lap number 1 as they come out of turn number 4. Coming to the line, who's going to lead lap number 1? They make contact. It's going to be David Snook on the outside as Ian Martin blinks out a little bit. Lovelace going to get stuck in the middle as the 7 and Nathan going to dive up underneath. David going to try to back out of this one as it is getting a little too crazy for him here as they come down the back straightaway. They are jockeying for position as Ian Martin leads that middle lane. I am not sure. All right, so looks like Glenn blinked out. No, it's not what caused the 7 to go down, but yeah, I mean Nathan moved down, but and got the apron, but there was definitely a lot of netcode going on there that when he re-entered that caused that one. That looked like it was caused a lot by that blinking. So the big one has happened here tonight as we got a ton of cars caught up in this one. We're going to take another look. We're going to take a better look at that one. I know what it looked like with when Nathan went down to the apron, if that's what you're talking about, but there was no contact there and everybody was getting wrecked. All right, so the caution flag comes out as we get the big one. A ton of cars caught up in that one. Oh, you got 8 inches of snow. Sorry, I just seen that, John. That is we haven't gotten any. I mean, I don't think that's a ton of snow, but definitely definitely more than what we got. All right, guys, we are going to get them set up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag. This time by looks like we took out a lot of cars here. Glenn Lee has made it back in here as he had that little bit of internet malfunction there. I think it... all right, so Lovelace is going to get that lap back. As we got a couple cars a lap down. Lovelace, one of them. Looks like he's going to get one of those laps back. It looks like David Snook is not out on the track. Looks like him and Nathan might be done for the night. Sorry, guys. I was trying to figure out what was going on here. As we're going to look for the green flag this time by Brady. Just a reminder, this start is on you anytime after the pace car pulls in. Looking for the green flag as the pace car pulls in. When's Brady going to fire him off? Green flag is out as they head towards turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, parking lot. Sorry, the black and orange one. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Brady out front leading the way. The Bolt, by the way, thank you for the pie bear. I've just noticed that I got all distracted trying to watch the race control stuff that I didn't see what was happening. It looks like Nicholas is definitely having some major issues. Keep an eye on that, Max. He is blinking really bad. Brady out front. Harold in second. Jared in that number 3 position up on the high side. Here comes Morgan. Justin Morgan down low as he's got Mark and Ox behind him. Remember, Ox started shotgun on the field. The big one has given him a front running spot as Bill Sleep, one of those channel favorites, is now up to that number 7 position. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side. Oh, a little bit loose up on the high side for Harold Ralph as Jared is thinking about 3 wide. I think Jared wants to get with his brother Brady down on the inside. He's going to take him 3 wide as Justin Morgan rolls the bottom. Oh, we got contact as Ox gets into the back of Jared. Morgan's going to do a great job re-entering as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Does a good job not coming up the track. Justin, thank you. As they come down the back straightaway heading for turn number 3 and 4. Jared and Brady going to get together up at the front of the pack. Mark in that number 3 spot. He's going to look up high. Here comes Harold to the back bumpers. They come out of turn number 4. Coming to the line. Brady going to lead that time by. Down looking for turn number 1 and 2. They're going to be 3 wide as Zach Compton going to dig to the bottom side. Noah up high as it was Bill Sleep in the middle as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, these guys trying to shuffle it up and get it situated. A lot of these guys have used their fast repair already as Nicholas continues to blink back in the pack. Glenn and Justin have gotten together as Nicholas continues to have issues with that internet connection as they come out of turn number 4. He's having major issues as we move back up to the front. It is starting to get chaotic again as Mark Thrash tries to work the outside. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Side by side for second on back as they come down the back straightaway as Harold is stuck up in that 3rd lane. Ian Martin working his way back up to the front. Ooh, Bill's going to get a little loose. Almost slides into Harold. Out of turn number 4, Ian looking to the high side. Will he go to the 3rd lane? His cousin Noah's a little ways back. Here comes Ian to the outside of Ox as they go. Oh! Oh, big contact as they're 4 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Bill Sleep turned around. Big wreck out of turn number 2. Big wreck out of turn number 2. Let's go take a look and see what happened there. Caution flag comes out once again, as this is going to thin down the field quite a bit here. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. All right, we're going to jump on with Ox. Looks like him and Compton got together. It looked like Compton might have... that is unfortunate there. I don't know if Compton knew you guys were 3 wide, but it looks like he was a little higher than what Ox was expecting, and you guys kind of got together going into the turn. That's what set off that one. I don't know. It was a racing deal, obviously. All right, Lovelace going to get back on the lead lap as they got a little bit of contact. Yeah, it was just a racing deal. I figured you didn't know because you were up ahead of those guys just about a half a car. So it probably didn't even tell you were 3 wide. Yeah, he was coming down and you just didn't turn as soon as he probably expected you to because he was trying to give Ian room. All right, so caution flag number 2 on the line as they come out of turn number 2, and it's going to be 1 to go this time by. Yeah, we got to give Nicholas that black flag on the restarts. I mean, it's not cleaning up at all. Yeah, it is real bad. That's why I said we got to keep an eye on it. And his ping and everything is fine right now. I don't get why he's blinking out so bad. Trying to figure out why Nicholas is blinking out so bad as they are going to get 1 to go this time by. Yeah, he is pinging at 66 and his qual's at 100, and he is blinking all over the place. All right, into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be looking for that green flag this time by. Stacking them up 2 by 2. Noah's going to catch the field. As it looks like... Yeah. It's just way too bad. All right. It was just way too bad. He was gone like all through 1 and 2. I had to remove him. Or DQ him. I didn't remove him. Looking for the green flag. This time by as they head into turn number 3 and 4. John Money, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Just noticed that. Sorry. For whatever reason, it's not notifying me. So I didn't hear it ding in my ear. I apologize. As Brady going to lead him to the green flag with Jared on the outside as they come out of turn number 4. Almost to the halfway point. 2 caution flags in. Green flag is out as they got 14 laps complete. Brady going to get a nice jump. That's going to allow Jared down to the inside. That is what Brady needed as Chris in that number 3 spot has to deal with Mark Thrash as they're side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Ooh, Chris going to drift up the track a little bit. Almost makes contact with Mark Thrash out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Ian Martin to Mark Thrash's rescue as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Into turn number 3, it's going to be side by side for that number 3 position. Here comes Ian Martin trying to give a push to the number 38 as they come out of turn number 4, coming to the line. Going to be Brady Jared at the front with Chris crossing the line in that number 3 position. Can they get that top side to work as here comes Scott Holmes. Where the Holmes did he come from? As they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, inside getting a little bit of a run now as Ian Martin and Mark Thrash try to push their way up to the front. Connie, thank you for the share. Appreciate it as they head into turn number 3 and 4. All right, Jared and Brady now on each other's bumpers. That's what the field does not want to see as they come out of turn number 4, coming to the line, still side by side. Ian Martin thinking about 3 wide. He's going to move to the bottom side with Compton. Ian Martin to the back bumper of that number 81 as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Sounds like Roger has some issues back at the back of the pack as he moves back in behind Ox. Ox going to give Noah a big push as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be single file. Out of turn number 4, coming to the line, going to be Ian Martin to the outside of Compton. Can't quite get the run. 44 looking high. Jared's going to try to go for the block as they head into turn number 1 and 2. That's going to stack up the 44 of Chris as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Ooh, the 05 of Cody going to jump to the outside. He's going to try to make something work as Helm tries to navigate his way through this. Here comes Aaron Langworthy in that number 91. He's going to put himself up in the battle as Bill Sleep. Oh, the 05 gets loose. Down into Aaron. Oh, Aaron hard into the wall. Aaron going to get big damage there. As it looked like the 05 of Cody gets all kinds of sideways. He got loose, Aaron. Ooh! Big hit there. Big hit for Aaron. Nowhere for him to go. Oh, boom. He almost avoids it. That is unfortunate for the number 91. He's going to get that fast repair and get back out on the track. Ooh, did Bill Sleep get a little bit of damage out of that one? He's down on pit road. Oh, he did. That is unfortunate there. As the 05 got loose and got Aaron and Bill Sleep and Stewart. Stewart getting some damage in that one. He's coming down onto pit road in that number 6. As we're going to get halfway through next time by. Going to be 20 laps to go when they cross the line next time by. Well, if the field is thinning itself out, we should get a good race here. Looks like we got a bunch of cars on pit road getting some of that damage repaired. Kenny, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 2, got Brady and Jared up front. Chris in second. Zach Compton with a much better run. Compton, I got a feeling you like this track a lot better when you don't have to turn right also.
Factual. Our brother prefers the other road track type.
All right, so Compton up there in that top 5, currently running 4th. Ian Martin in 5th. I know Ian definitely likes this track better without the right-hand turns. As they come to the line, going to be 20 laps to go. Halfway through this one as we work the third caution of the night. Stewart going to come back out. He must have not had a fast repair or has decided not to use it. Bill Sleep still on pit road in that number 63. That is unfortunate for him. Mayo still up in the mix in the 08, looking pretty clean. He's got CJ Allman behind him as we are going green flag this time by. Dustin, the best thing to do is send me a DM. I will send you a link to the Discord, but we host these and late models every Thursday. Normally this is the supporter league for the street stocks though. So some of the names we got in here are names we don't normally see in here. About every 4 or 5 weeks, I like to do one open hosted for WooT, but normally it is only in the supporter league. But get up with us in the Discord. Send me a DM. I will get you the Discord link after the race. If you and that I can get you more information there. All right, stacked up 2x2, looking for that green flag. I appreciate you coming out and watching. As they come out of turn at number 4, it's going to be Brady and Jared on that front row. They get to work this start together. Would have loved to have transferred. I already read that. Dustin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Pace car is in, looking for the green flag. When is Brady going to fire him off? That answers the question. They're not fooling Chris this time. Chris is going to get up underneath the number 9. Ron, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Heading towards turn number 1 and 2. As Jared's going to get down, Chris opened it up. The Compton and Ian Martin and Mark Thrash, so top 6 out single file. Here comes Scott Helms in the 41. He's going to get single file. These guys might be a little bit more patient. We'll get some green flag laps in now, as a lot of these guys have used their fast repair for this race. Brett, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 4, coming to the line, going to be Brady out front. Brady looking to dominate this one. Is Jared going to give him a push? He's going to cut back across the nose of Chris. Chris going to slide up the track. Here comes Ian Martin in that second lane. Oh, Chris going to drift up the track. That's going to force Ian up the track. That kills the momentum of the top car, but Ian somehow going to hold on. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn to number 3 and 4. Ian Martin trying to make his way to the front. Will Jarrett, not I, says Roger. As they come, oh, Mark Thrash up into the wall. Did Thrash get some help, or did he do it on his own? Here comes Noah Martin trying to weave his way up through the field, trying to get to his cousin Ian. Ian could use some help in that top lane. Still single file for those top 2 as Ian Martin tries to work his way forward as they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Ian Martin starting to make some progress up on the high side, but definitely could use some help. Looks like Ox is making his way up there in the number 63. Chris going to push Ian up the track as it looks like Jared looking for a way up underneath Brady as they come out of turn number 4. He's going to stay in line as they come across the line. 24 laps in the books. Ian continue to work the outside as these guys are finally going to catch the leader. That's still going to help Ian. That's pulling Ian in that top lane as Chris going to drift up again. As here comes help for Ian Martin. It's going to be in the form of the 63 Ox and the 5 of Lovelace. So top side starting to form and get a little bit more organized as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Ian saving it. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Chris trying to figure out what he's going to do. Pushes up the track. Lovelace is making his way up there, Derek, as they come out of turn into turn number 1 and 2. Ian Martin going to get... Oh, Ian's going to blink out a little bit there. That is unfortunate. He's going to come back. That's the first time we've seen him blink in a minute as Noah is leading that second pack. These guys get racy. That second pack is going to catch them in a hurry as Ian Martin is starting to make some ground on the outside as he gets side by side with second Jared as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, second lane starting to get formed up as Ian Martin is pushing his way forward as they come to the line. Going to be Brady at the line, but Ian Martin now side by side. Oh, Ox is sideways. Brecken in turn number 2. Lovelace caught up as it looks like Ox and Lovelace get together.
Oh, I got it.
In turn number 1 and 2.
Our car's be all right.
Looks like they didn't get much damage there.
I need to go see mine and Noah's tandem drift to save that. That was amazing. Good job, Noah.
Looks like Lovelace is just going to get to the bumper at a bad part. Good job by these guys. Wow. Wow, what a save. Did you guys see that? Watch the 2 cars on the inside. I'm going to stay on this view just because it's so wild to watch. Watch the inside here.
Pace car in the middle of the back.
Watch the inside here. These guys going to make contact there. Watch these guys drifting. Noah and Rogers slideways on the bottom side. There's Mark Thrash through the grass. He's got to join him. They can't have fun without him. What a ride with those 2 as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Gonna make it a quick caution here. Mikey, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. As we work the caution flag, gonna be 28 laps in the books. They're gonna get 1 to go at the line. It'll be 11 lap shootout here.
Well, you gave me a little room to work with it, so it worked out.
Roger gonna jump down. Mark Thrash and Stewart all coming down to get a little bit of damage repaired as they click at 1 to go this time by. 1 to go. If you're racing, you do it for Dale. Gotta do it for Dale, right? As they head through turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be Ian Martin starting in that number 2 spot. We got the brothers. We got the brothers working that inside down together.
They were about to. They were pretty close. I thought they was about to wreck. So I was trying to,
Down on the inside as we're going to be looking for that green flag this time by. Looks like Stewart still on pit road. He's got some more damage repaired. He's going to come back out. Going to be 11 lap shootout here. 11 lap shootout here tonight as everybody was able to gather it in and not get too much damage in this one. Lovelace doing a good job giving Ox a ton of room to save that. Definitely some respect out on the track as we're looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Brady going to push Ian up the track just a bit as they come to the green this time by. Expect an early start in that inside to roll. Can Chris give Ian the push he needs? Pace car is in. Big jump out of Brady as they come out of turn number 4 coming to the line. Jared going to get an all right jump, but Brady with almost too good of a jump to keep Jared on his back bumper. Ian Martin going to stick hard. And on the inside, on the outside of Jarrett. Nope, he's going to get back in line in turn number 1 and 2. Top 4 single file of Scott Helms and Compton going to try and figure out that number 5 position as they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Helms going to dig the outside. Ian Martin back up to the top side. Chris thinks about going. Jared's going to push out as they come out of turn number 4 looking for the line this time by. Going to be 10 to go. 10 to go at the line. Ian going to get a nice run out of turn number 4. He's going to pull it side by side with Jared as they come across the line. Chris looking to the high side with Ian. Says Ian looks like he knows what he's doing as those guys racing it out behind him are actually losing ground. Jared going to drift up the track just a bit in turn number 1 and 2 as they come out of 2. Ian, ooh. Oh no, what happened to Stewart?
My bad.
Oh, Stewart is
right.
Stewart is not. Oh, little bit of contact there as Jared and Ian Martin get stuck together.
I've never heard.
Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking. Wrecking down the front straightaway. Caution flag comes out. I don't think I've ever heard Stewart mic up in a race.
Rarely does he, but I've never heard him swear.
All right, so they go into turn 3. Jared comes up the track a little bit, gets them stuck together. And Chris is going to go low. He gets into the back of Jared. That drifts him around. And, ooh, the field just kind of... Oh, Noah, nowhere to go. That brings out the caution flag there. Caution flag out on the track. 8 laps to go. Did you say you're high? I don't even know who the helms you are.
Neither do I.
All right, so caution flag out on the track again. Let's go watch Helms get through this. Ooh, he's going to just sneak to the outside as they all collect themselves. The whole field piles up behind him. Oh, man. I just watched from Roger. That's funny. Oof. Oh. Harold can't catch a break ever. He's down on pit road. Looks like he is going a lap down. He got booted. Roger, you had an interesting point of view there.
I might have spread some mayo around on accident.
As they come out of turn number 2, got at least one more lap of pace in here. 10 cars out on the track right now.
You hit him, my friend, and he goes, what now? And I hit him, and his whole
More-
side's wrinkled.
Morgan coming back out on the track. Glenn in the 36. Chris Noblet. Chris, tell me how to say your last name. Okay. CJ Allman on pit road. Zach on pit road.
Aaron, you don't get a Hot Wheels one for Street Stock?
As we continue to pace here tonight.
And I think I've seen multiple other people racing it, not in here, multiple people racing it in the service, and I switched it.
As they come to line, going to be one to go at the line this time by. Lots of guys coming on pit road, getting some damage repaired. But we're going to have a nice little shootout here.
I had to refresh
Yeah,
the screen. Thank you.
I mean, this is usually fun. This is an open hosted, so it's a little messier than it normally is. But normally we do this in the supporter league.
I got a new skin.
And when we do it in the supporter league, I mean, we still get the wrecks. I mean, it is Charlotte Street. It is street stocks wide open. We still get the pack racing. There's still net codes. Still end up with wrecks, but definitely a little bit different than what we've seen tonight. A lot of guys not used to racing. I'll tell you what, it is the normal crew up towards the front of the field now, though.
Pretty crazy.
Should be interesting to see how this one ends. As now Jared and Brady have been separated. As they come down the back straightaway, going to look for the green flag this time by. Brady still controlling the starts. He's been out front for a good chunk of tonight. Got to feel good about how that number 12 has been running. But now he's got Ian Martin and Lovelace on that top row. He's got Scott Helms behind him. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, Helms. Is it good or bad that Brady's got you behind him? Chit-chow. What's up, Juan? What's up? As they come out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. This time, by going to be a 5-lap shootout. Will we make it to the white flag, or are we going to work a green-white checker? Honestly, don't even know if I set up a green-white checker. Oops. Green flag is out as they come out of turn at number 4, looking for the line. Heading for turn number 1 and 2, Ian Martin was able to gut down on the bottom side as they come out of turn into turn number 1 and 2. I might have forgot to put green-white checkers in here. Oh, nope, I got 3 of them. I did remember. Whew, got nervous. Ian Martin up high. Brady trying to run him up high. Scott Helms just behind these guys. Could Scott Helms pull the upset here tonight? Here comes Max. Looking to the outside. He's got Roger behind him as they come out of turn number 4.
Dude, I swear I wasn't even close to you on my screen, but I'm sorry.
Heading for turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side up at the front. Ian Martin's got Max on his heels. We got contact as Jared and Lovelace make contact. Jared down to the infield. He's down to the grass. He's sideways trying to save that thing. What a save by Jared. That's going to split up the field a bit as we head into turn number 3 and 4. Roger all over the back of Max. Brady going to get up into Ian. They're going to touch doors out of turn number 4. Coming to the line. Who's going to lead it at the line this time by Ian Martin. Trying to dig hard. Brady got it at the line with 3 laps to go. Scott Helms stuck in the middle. Mark Thrash has to back out of it. Ian Martin and, oh, Brady, you got to stop coming up the track as he's down into the dirt. Down low. That's going to give Ian Martin the lead. Here comes Max. Oh, bump on Brady. Brady's going to go back. Brady gets caught up back in the field as he gets shuffled back as we got more contact into turn number 3 and 4. Ian Martin leads the field. Max up to second. Roger somehow has made his way back up to third. Scott Helms fighting for 4th. Out of turn number 4, coming to the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Oh, what's up, Ethan? Oh, They're trying to wreck into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It's going to be Ian Martin leading the way. Max in second. Roger third. Brady in fourth into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, contact. We're going to get a caution into 3 and 4. Brady gets turned around. Caution flag comes out. Lots of stack ups here. That's going to bring out the caution flag.
Typical Chevy drivers.
As looks like Max is going to... Oh, Max... Oh! Roger blew up. That seems to be what
Roger, did you blow up,
caused this one. That is exactly what happened.
I heard bang, smoke. And
So, yeah, Roger just blows up and everybody stacks in and nothing anybody can do behind him.
Yeah, I tried to shoot the gap behind you.
As we get the caution flag, Ian Martin out front, Max in second, Lovelace third, Chris fourth, Ox, Aaron, Justin, Scott Holmes. We got contact happening further back as we work the caution flag. We're going to get a green-white checker here tonight. Green-white checker as they come across the line.
Hey, Scott, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I came down or you came up, but, whatever.
Nah, dude, I think that was on me. I got really, really loose on my right.
All right, so Max is got to wait for the field as Ian Martin leads the field. This is going to be a wild one here tonight. Ian Martin out front. Can he hold on to it? Lovelace going to be in that number 3 position. I don't know what Max is doing. Oh, Max has got to do something. He's got to be right back. So Max has pulled off to go jump and run somewhere to do something.
Well, we're going to go get him, Scott. Let's go.
He's going to be in that number 2 position when he gets back out there. Who's it going to be here tonight? Can Ian Martin hold on? Will Lovelace be the bridesmaid for the second time tonight? We're going to find out here soon. Robert, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Blaze, thank you for the follow. OGTV, thank you for the follow. You like Max or Helms?
Mark,
One.
I'm with you all the way.
And as they come into turn number 3 and 4, did Max didn't make it back. There he is.
What was that, Scott? I didn't hear it.
And he's going to get back in that number 2 position. Should get 1 to go this time by. Steven, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'll DM me for sure, Ron. I'll talk to you.
And steal podium.
As they come to the line, 1 lap to go. 1 lap to green as they stack them up 2 by 2. Can Ian Martin hold on to this one? Who do I got to win this one? This could be anyone. Let's see. I mean, Max is in a good spot. Ian just blinked out. Ian's in a great spot out front. Lovelace. It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick. Anything could happen. We could get the big one. 20 on Max Wong says no name. And actually, yeah, I was surprised you were up there, Roger. It was definitely a fun one. All right, no name has $20 on Max to win this one. As they look into turn number 3, do you think Ian can bring it home? I mean, Ian's capable. Ian's probably the most capable one left in this race to bring it home, for sure. But you can't count out Lovelace. You can't count any of these guys. Thrash. I don't know a whole lot about Chris. Obviously, Max is capable of winning. As the pace car is in, we're about to find out, will we make it to the white flag? Green flag is out as Ian gets on the gas as they head for turn number 1. Ian gonna get a big jump here. Could he get out too far? Lovelace not letting Max down. That should help. Oh, he does let Max down. That's gonna help those two. Oh, Max is gonna miss a gear. That's gonna give Ian a big lead on a turn number 2. That is not That is probably not what Ian wants. He's way too far out front as they head into turn number 3. The field is going to get the run. Max missed a shift. You guys heard it. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, Max going to blink out a little bit. As these guys are single file, they're going to get a big run on Ian, but do they have enough time? Chris all over the back of Lovelace. Max all over the back of Chris as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They have to keep it straight, but they have to work together. 0.3 of a second back. Does Lovelace have enough time? Out of turn number 2, they're getting that push down the back straightaway. 0.2 of a second as they head for turn number 3. Chris is going to bail. That might not have been the move as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Lovelace has the draft. Ian Martin leads the way. Max on the back of Lovelace. Lovelace going to get the run. He's going to go to the outside. Gets to the outside of Ian Martin. Who's it going to be at the line? They touch. Ian Martin with the win. Lovelace second. Max, Justin, and Thrash, your top 5 as they all crash into turn number 1. What a finish here tonight as Ian Martin pulls the win.
Well, I almost got there, Lovelace.
Lovelace almost stole it from him at the line. How close was that? Well, I can check and see what the official results say because SDK is not always right. 0.013 for the finish. I'll tell you what, that was a close one as they came to the line. Let's look and see how close it actually was. Look at this run. Lovelace almost gets there. Wow. What a finish. What a finish. Need to do ARCA at Daytona. That would be fun. Rookie mistake by Max by missing a gear. Yeah. What a finish by these guys. Let's go ahead and go through the results, and then we're going to bring in our top 3. See what they got to say. I know Ian's going to be happy.
All net code, bro. I just looked at the replay.
All right.
Split up a little
It's
bit,
going to be Ian Martin with the win, Zach Lovelace second, Max in third, Justin Morgan in that number 4 position, Mark Thrash in 5th, Chris Noblet, Chris, tell me how to say it, in 6th, Scott Helms in 7th, Zach Compton in that number 8 position, Jarrett 9th, CJ in 10th, Glenn Lee is going to be in that number 11 position, Brady in 12th, Aaron Langworthy in 13th, Oxen 14th, Mayo 15th, Roger in 16th. Noah Martin's going to bring it home in 17th, Harold Ralph 18th. Then it's going to be Stewart 19th, Cody 20th, Bill Sleep in 21st. Cody Harrelson with a K going to be in that 22nd position. John Ott 23rd, David 24th, Nathan Lyons, and Nicholas rounding out the field. Definitely it was close at the end there. We're going to go ahead and bring in our top 3. What a race. What a finish. Lovelace is going to have to get his name changed to the bridesmaid.
Well, at least I'm used to it by now.
Man, what a finish. What a finish. Max, you missed the shift.
Pretty good shot with Lovelace there at the end.
Yeah, you gave him a big shot at the end, but I mean, you had yourself in a position to win. You had to play patient tonight. It was definitely a little chaotic out there. That 72, the Ford out front.
You know it.
How was that tonight? How was the racing out there for you?
Well, the racing is pretty good. You had a, let's see. We had a bunch of things going on. We had a relatively larger field other than most weeks, so you had a bunch of guys trying to get into the Conti, and it seems like that kind of excitement translated into the feature because, man, we had a couple of big ones.
Yeah, definitely had some big ones early. It looked like whoever it was in the 7 there, what was his name? Nathan, just kind of, he was pushing and then it might have pushed him off and dove him down, and then a whole bunch of netcode causing the first big one. Kind of shuffled up the field. I don't really know what happened there. I don't want to speculate too much on it, but definitely caused that big one early on. But you dropped to the back, might have saved you there.
Yeah, they were all pointing it out because I felt like I kind of was jokingly making it pretty obvious, but you saw a couple laps after. it all fell apart like a house of cards.
Yeah, for sure. Well, good run out there. Good to see you out there. I know you've been busy. Are you done with school yet? Or are you still in those last couple semesters?
Yeah, I still got a little bit to go.
Well, you get a little bit of a break now. It's good to have you out here. Why don't you give a shout out to Friends, Family, Sponsors?
Well, first got to thank Roger for pushing me up. I wouldn't have been up there in second without him. And just thanks to everyone else out there who goes out and make NDI TV. So I'm happening every week.
Yep. Always appreciate you. You've done a lot for the channel. Definitely appreciate you having it out there. Good to see you on the podium this week. It's not always the easiest to make it in here on these open hosted.
Yeah, I know. Wow, it's so nice in here. Come in often.
Right. Well, now you got draft. What is it? The draft, whatever that they run every week.
Draft Masters.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Office.
I gotta imagine you're in there a lot. So.
A little too much.
Lovelace, you're Mr. Second here at Charlotte tonight. Charlotte in the Roval and the late models, and then here in the street stocks. You guys had a little checkup early on that almost took you out of it, but that big push at the end almost got you there. It looks like you're about what, a half a fender behind.
Something like that, yeah.
Man, another close one for you here tonight, and had to work for it. The street stocks are a little sketchy. Definitely some big pack racing, 3-4 wide at times, and you got to dodge a lot of the chaos and survive as part of the battle. I know that you and Ox got together early. Just got to be aggressive in these things.
Oh, for sure. And considering that I lost my faster pair on lap 2, and then I ended up causing a caution later on to even make it to the end, I'm pretty happy. To be competitive, even better.
Yeah, you tried to get I mean, you were battling some of the best we got over here on MTI TV tonight, Robbie, Ian, and Roger. I mean, these guys aren't making it easy for you, even when you're in your home territory with the road, but then out here in the street stock, still just coming up a little short. I mean, got to be happy and heartbreaking at the same time.
Yeah, that about sums it up, but I'm always happy to be competitive. I think both races could have gone either way. You know, it's just kind of like the toss sometimes, and at least I'm up there in it, and happy to be there.
Well, good run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to Friends, Family, Sponsors?
Of course, my team Texas Speed. Got a buddy who tried Oval tonight for the first time, and had him in here. He didn't make the feature, but I'm happy that he stopped by. Everyone else for turning up. Great group of guys. And then, of course, you, James.
Appreciate you putting on a show. And Ian Martin finally got a win. I know you've been looking forward to Charlotte. He didn't. Man, you had to. Max missed that shift, and it almost cost you. You had to be a little worried having that big of a lead.
Well, I was worried the entire race. Just like Zach, I got taken out in that mess on lap 2. I don't know what happened, but got completely cleaned out. The entire race, I was just fighting tooth and nail just to get back to the front. It's not easy getting around on the top side when you got people working together on the bottom. This is probably one of the most challenging races that I've been in WooT. It was not easy on the top side tonight at all. I just got fortunate that they made mistakes on the bottom, came up and caused themselves to get in accidents. Otherwise, if they would have held their lines on the bottom, I don't know that I'd have been able to get around them on the top. So I was lucky with that. It was very, very hard to pass.
Yeah, it definitely helped when you got a little bit of help behind you, but it was definitely hard. You didn't see that same pull on the outside that we normally see. It definitely looked like, you're trying so hard to keep it down. You got the guy on the outside side drafting, and it seemed like no matter who you got up next to, they pushed up a little bit. I know Chris came up a couple times, and then Jared, and then you and Brady almost had the big one there, racing for the lead. I mean, that was chaotic there with that bottom lane, and you guys kind of getting sucked together there a few times.
Yeah, well, Chris was, I don't know if he was having connection issues or it was just a weird latency thing. I don't know. But he was like hopping. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. He's not blinking, but he was like bouncing.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't staying on the bottom lane, so I couldn't side draft him. He was the hardest guy to get around because if I wanted to hug him the way I did Jared and Brady, then I would have wrecked him, no doubt. But when, coming off of turn 4, Jared, it looked like he got off the bottom a little bit, and we almost went into the fence because I had his right rear, and then he ended up getting wiped out by Chris. and then me and Grady looked like Grady might have got loose on the bottom. I don't know, and came up into me, then about spun out on his own. I don't know how Zach didn't get to me sooner than he did on that last restart. I knew I wanted to go early, but I was afraid that I was going to get too far of a start. So I tried to wait for Zach to see his car move forward a little bit. And as soon as he moved forward, I slammed the gas. Well, it turns out I slammed the gas right when he was letting off. So I left him and got way too big of a jump, and then Max missed a shift. So I just tried to run qualifying laps and hold on as best as I could. I had to give Zach a little bit of a fender coming across the line just to make sure he wouldn't get across in front of me, because he had crazy speed coming up around me on the outside.
Yeah, I knew that draft was going to be big. I felt like it might have been a little too late, and he almost got there. If he didn't make that contact and scrub a little bit of that speed, he might have been there. But how hard was that? I mean, you know, the inside normally isn't that dominant here with that gear, but it did definitely seem strong. How hard was it for you to make that decision on which lane you wanted to be in? In the past, you almost wanted to give him the inside because the outside was the advantage, but here tonight, it's almost like you had to second guess yourself.
Well, it seems like what I've learned with these wide open tracks is when you're out front in the lead and you've got the second place, third place cars coming up on you, if you give them the bottom side and they're drafting each other, they're just going to fly around you, and you're going to be sitting duck. So you might as well take the bottom and make them go around the outside, so you at least retain a little bit of your ground. So if you run the outside, they're just going to slip right by you. So you either block or you run the bottom when they're coming up on you like Zach was. So I just chose to run the bottom. I thought about trying to block him, but as big of a run as he had, I was afraid that he would get in the back of me and spin me out, because, I mean, if I was in his position and someone threw a block, I'm not lifting. It probably would have spun me out. So I was like, I'm just going to hold the bottom. If he gets up next to me, I'm going to try to scrub a little bit of his speed by rubbing his door, which it isn't easy to do when he's going that much quicker than me, because if you hit him at just the right angle, it'll slow him down, but any other angle, you're going to go in the fence, and you don't want to wreck anybody into the wind. You just want to scrub that little bit of speed off.
Hold on, I gotta bring Mark up here, because Mark, that's the second fourth in a row, by the way. Second podium you missed.
I know.
I just had to bring that up. No name, we're not running another one here tonight, but Ian, why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors.
Yeah, like always, I just want to give a big thanks to Hall Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning out of Merced, California. If you're in need of any kind of residential or commercial heating and air conditioning units in the Merced, California area, be sure to reach out to those guys. I'm very happy we were able to end the year on a win with MDI TV events. And obviously, thank you for hosting all of them and putting up with our crap every week.
It's usually fun. Sometimes it's not, but it usually is. Mark, you want to end this with anything? I mean, you did get 2 fourths in a row, so I figured I'd bring you in.
You know what? I'll shout out Lovelace. He finished the nose straight across the line, not backwards. He did let me take a podium, so good job, Zach.
Everything.
Right. All right, guys. Good race tonight. All right, guys. That's going to be it for tonight. We're going to go ahead and call it a stream. Thanks for coming out. I will see you guys again later. And as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.